want to recognize them, for doing what they do, without a doubt. So once I get this music back up, then we'll be able to start playing some music for you guys, though. But again, today is Tell the Truth Tuesday. We're coming into a new year. I know a lot of people have those. I think what they call them, resolutions. What do we call those things? For the beginning of the year, and so we're gonna have some of those same things here at the station. We're gonna be inducing some new change in this upcoming year. And today we're just going to just tell the truth of how we're going to demonstrate love in 2023. I think that needs to be on everyone's resolution, is to demonstrate more love, not only to self but to others, because it's necessary for us to grow. Hopefully, everybody had uh, a good holiday. I'm kind of ambivalent on Christmas, since once you get educated, it's kind of hard to continue to be ignorant. You know what I mean? So once you get educated, it's tough to be ignorant. Continue to be ignorant. And man, I'm having a bad hair day. I'm feeling it. So excuse me. And then also I've been trying to, learn some stuff this weekend, and I think I forgot how to do it already. Okay. So I was trying to go live on this Instagram thing, but I don't know. I've been banned from going live on Facebook. So I'm in Facebook probation, I think, for like the next, I think, a couple more weeks, because I shared a Charleston White post. I couldn't believe they banned me. I mean, they didn't even warn me. So it lets you know that we have to manifest our own platforms. Um, those social media people being investigated anyway. Right. Turn this camera around. So I'm gonna try to go live on this. What is this thing? We'll see if it works. But if not, sorry too. Let me see if this music is back up, y'all. Today is Tell the Truth Tuesday. We encourage you to, tell the truth. My hair is looking crazy. My hair is looking crazy. Okay, there we go. There we go. Let me play some music for you guys on this Tuesday. It's around, man, it's a chilly 16 degrees this morning. Be careful as you travel, because the roads are still slippery. They are slippery. So be careful as you walk down the sidewalks. You will fall, because it is icy out there. So be careful as you travel this morning. I know we're getting back to some normality after the holiday, but New Year is coming up, and so we're gonna be doing it all again this weekend. So 4-day weekend, y'all, 4-day week. So maximize, maximize. Let me find out what we're gonna play. Boss with me.
Hey, yeah. Said you looking for a rapper? Well, baby, I'm a rockstar. Said you looking for a trapper? Well, baby, I'm a blaster. Yeah. I got what you need. All you need is let me turn you on now. I promise the time of your life whenever we get out now. Hey, baby, this a lullaby. Baby, this a rock-a-bye. Baby, girl. Baby, this a lullaby. Baby, this a rock-a-bye. Baby, girl. Baby, this a lullaby. Baby, this a rock-a-bye. Baby, girl. Baby, this a lullaby. Baby, this a rock-a-bye. Baby, girl.
She staring at me like she shell shocked, like she just seen Tupac. She bent it over, then she made it drop, and then I stuck it in the mailbox. Real thick like Latifah. Her girl got a girl like Monifa. I'm on fire, man, I spit ether. Yeah, they want me like a Drake feature. Hey, let me lick that. So sweet like a Fanta. Real juicy Tropicana. Put it in her mouth, that banana. She want a thug in the light, so them blanks ain't in the ride. Hey, she called me over last night, so I came through and gave her that.
Said you looking for a rapper. Well, baby, I'm a rock star. Said you looking for a trapper. Well, baby, I'm a block star. Yeah, I got what you need. All you need is let me turn you on now. I promise the time of your life whenever we get out now. Hey, baby, this a lullaby. Baby, this a rock-a-bye. Baby girl. Baby, this a lullaby. Baby, this a rock-a-bye. Baby girl. Baby, this a lullaby. Baby, this a rock-a-bye. Baby girl. Baby, this a lullaby. Baby, this a rock-a-bye. Baby girl.
Baby, come on over here and get it. Feel it, roll with it. It was softer than some linen last night. It was right, we in tune, satellite. Out of sight, out of mind. I should feel it for the people like a summer. I clean it out and flush it. Do it like a new video. Go ahead and bust it for your daddy. Let me get back to the money like I'm Weezy. I ain't never gonna be the one that's gonna take it easy. I'ma get up in the kitty like a checkup from the clinic. When I'm in it, you gon' think it was a never innocent and high. Make you feel the life of a trapper. Yeah, that snapper got me feeling for no reason. Now I pick it up and eat it like I mean it. I don't mean it, that's the way I am, and I ain't never acting. I'm a captain, I'm so certified to make you feel the action like a blessing. You got values, true values. Giselle, Chanel, can't even understand you.
Well, baby, I'm a rock star. Said you looking for a trapper. Well, baby, I'm a block star. Yeah, I got what you need. All you need is let me turn you on now. I promise the time of your life whenever we get out now. Hey, baby, this a lullaby. Baby, this a rock-a-bye. Baby girl. Baby, this a lullaby. Baby, this a rock-a-bye. Baby girl. Baby, this a lullaby. Baby, this a rock-a-bye. Baby girl. Baby, this a lullaby. Baby, this a rock-a-bye. Baby girl.
Baptized in dirty water. I never stop until the cash came. Off the porch with the torch in the fast lane. I never stop until the cash came. Broke outside, written in the pouring rain. Getting it out the mud like Shrek. Whole onions, packed and wrapped on donkey back. I want the money, y'all can have the fame. I never stop this hustle till the cash came. I'm a ogre, getting it out the mud like Shrek. Whole onions, packed and wrapped on donkey back. On my way to the castle, I'm feasting on sewer rat. Can't wait to slay the dragon and get Fiona back. High stakes, high reward. Cop Snow White cooked up 7 dwarves. Mama say be a leader, not a follower, boy. This Peter Pan peanut butter got us ballin', boy. A pot of pissing, so I'm out the window. Fully loaded extendo hanging out the rental. Dog food, I need my bits and kibbles. Bad news, I'm out the Vic kennel. My mama never knew about my hustle nor my whereabouts. Dope fiend rentals or the contraband in her house. All I knew was go and get it, nigga, when the lights were out. Fiending for the money, yeah, gritting, foaming out the mouth. I never stop until the cash came. Off the porch with the torch in the fast lane. I never stop until the cash came. Broke outside, gritting in the pouring rain. Getting it out the mud like Shrek. Whole onions, packed and wrapped on donkey back. I want the money, y'all can have the fame. I never stop this hustle till the cash came.
Stay on my visit to the couch come in. And me and Dama flip them like they tumbling. Man, I want that 5, I want that whole 10. I seen this shit across the border like a Mexican. If we get where I'm from, they call it trafficking. If you don't work, you don't eat. That's common sense. Money on my mind, man, and how to get it. 12 ways to get paid, man, I'm all with it. Shovel in the dirt because I dig hard. My girl like it in the bed because I stay hard. Running through the streets like a dog off the leash. Half man, half a mason, but I'm all beast. Foaming at the mouth when it's time to eat. So be work of the dog when I show my teeth. Foaming at the mouth when it's time to eat. So be work of the dog when I show my teeth. What?
I never stop until the cash came. Off the porch with the torch in a fast lane. I never stop until the cash came. Broke outside, gritting in the pouring rain. Getting it out the mud like Shrek. Whole onions, packed and wrapped on donkey back. I want the money, y'all can have the fame. I never stop this hustle till the cash came.
He started me, he never cared to me. All my friends were secret. TT done bought me, sent me back to live with mama. Hopped up off the break. I'm focused on my vision. That's when I'm at my hitter. That Illinois bringing all the noise, nigga. Put me in that blue bar and taught me how to talk. He never touched you. Close your mouth. Open your ears. See, you can't have my back unless your mind is clear. I'm sticking to the money that is thick. Survival of a crew, no hesitation. Never made a miss the money. I say love to my hustle. Move that man about the way. He ain't bringing back that butter. Mississippi, what they call me. Everyone I walk in, terror never stop me. I come out swinging, if I'm back against the wall, yeah. I'm never dime a dozen. I got a point, going stupid dumb. Too fat on them. That go for my, and that go for my music too. Never change a soul up. Every day they judging me. Mama wrote them chronicles, and that's who I pay homage to. Close your mouth, open your ears. See, you can't have my back unless your mind is clear. You can't have my back unless your mind is clear. I'm getting to the mind.
There on me.
And I ain't gonna lie, man, feel like I be lost in my own thoughts. For real. Can't even see my daughter, I don't think it's fair to me. It feel like I gotta die to get someone to care for me. I often wonder why it ain't nobody there for me. Never really had nobody, so support is rare to me. I heard you only get one life and I've been moving carefully. Swear I done been to places people wouldn't dare to be. And now I see some things that I ain't really care to see. I'm a troubled human being and probably need some therapy. Cause nobody intervenes until they see you perishing. I don't want you to wait until I die to cherish me. Cause baby, I'm the king, I can't let you embarrass me. Going in the end for me, it ain't nobody rare as me. See those abusing me, misusing and confusing me. Usually I'm a target, it's like they always choosing me. So I keep my heart guarded so I don't end up losing me. I done been broken hearted before, it's nothing new to me. They thought I was retarded cause I maneuver stupidly. When in my head I thought no one maneuvered as smooth as me. A bunch of people faking, they be acting cool with me. Steady smiling in my face and probably plan on shooting me. Last dude tried to kill me, used to go to school with me. Been knowing up to second grade, you really grew with me. Now I can't leave the house unless I got that two of me. Be a cold day in hell before I let you fool with me. Girl, you wasting your time if you plan on seducing me. You can shake that booty meat, but girl, it ain't amusing me. Baby, I would rather know what can you really do for me. Cause you gotta hit the door if you got plans to ruin me. Can't even see my daughter, I don't think it's fair to me. It feel like I gotta die to get someone to care for me. I often wonder why it ain't nobody there for me. Never really had nobody, so support is rare to me. I heard you only get one life and I've been moving carefully. Swear I done been to places people wouldn't dare to be. And now I see some things that I ain't really care to see. I'm a troubled human being and probably need some therapy. If you accept me, then accept how I'm living. If you respect me, then respect my decisions. I've been thugging with a passion. There's some things you can't imagine. Got mama telling me I need to move different. I've been tripping. I don't know why me and my daughter so distant. I don't know why they wanna ride my image. I know they don't want me completing my mission. Only God is my witness. Yeah. The same people I call family abandoned me. Say they love me and wouldn't lend it open hand to me. So when I'm up and finally able to manage me, I bet I won't forget the things you did to damage me. Saying sorry was just a way that you could banish me. But you can keep them fake apologies you handed me. Slowly but surely becoming the man I plan to be. I got a plan for me, but I don't think you understand. When you see my daughter, I don't think it's fair to me. It feel like I gotta die to get someone to care for me. I often wonder why it ain't nobody there for me. Never really had nobody so supportive, ready to me. I heard you only get one life and I've been moving carefully. Swear I done been to places people wouldn't dare to be. And I done see some things that I ain't really care to see. I'm a troubled human being and probably need some therapy.
Y'all, boss with me.
Rolling deep in these streets like the Taliban's. I slaughter, dog, I gotta go harder. Hold heat until I blow like a ceiling daily. I paid me to provide as a father. Doing what I can, showing them a better man. Hustle a little faster, pray a lot harder. Till I got bread in my hand like dimmer dance. Till I'm just hustling to touch and make a rubber bands. Without losing my kids or losing contraband. You understand what I'm stressing when I'm stressing, man? I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired of life. And everybody keeps on saying.
And not because I thought you had me sad, even though you showed we could have had it all, but all you saw was you. You got too far inside my head, and you play me. I've been trying with my heart, living this life from the very start. I know one thing that's for sure. The more they try to stop me, the more that I'm gonna go.
I got Caesar, got these, no Similac. Ain't shit for free for me, no simping that. Luxury seem like a dream, give me some of that. Unity be one thing I know my people lack. What's ridicule if you lashes across the back? Crossover never crossed up, the blanket for the pack. Left a board, return the man with the plan. I think God forgive me one time, man, without reaching back.
But all you saw was you. You got too far inside my head, and you play me. And not because I thought you had me sad, even though you show no trace at all.
You know, we come here right here live in the studio. So, you know, I'm producing, directing, hosting, all at the same time. So a lot of people don't know what I do every morning. And I've been doing it, you know, by myself for the last 4 years. Last 4 years. What's up? And so when you're doing multiple jobs, sometimes um, sometimes the whole production suffer. And so as we move this year, we're going to be making some changes here. So we could be, a lot more productive in our broadcasts. And so um, We've been talking about these monies that's coming to the community, $335 million. Just received an update on that monies. We should be hearing something in the next. They said now mid uh, January on seeing what proposals move to the next level. And of course, uh, we submitted a couple of proposals ourselves. I know that others have submitted proposals, and we want to, you know, it's a waiting game. It's a waiting game, and so our goal is to, uh, if everything goes to God's plan, then we'll have the resources to, you know, hire others. Because, like I said, I've been doing this for this Boss Morning Show for sure, for the last 4 years myself. So I get up, direct, produce, write, etc., etc., and I do it because it's necessary. I don't get paid. The only time I get paid is when I do sales. But that philosophy has to change also because I bring in you know businesses every morning. I bring in artists to try to highlight them, and we're talking about supporting each other. We got to get support for those businesses and individuals that I highlight during our shows. So it had to be some reciprocation, and being in a position that I'm in, um, people rarely ask me, "What do you need?" It's always from the point of what they need. Coming from a counseling background, my degrees in behavioral science, and I understand that type of setting when um, someone's there for their needs, and that comes even with relationships. We gotta start looking at being empathetic. Because today is Tell the Truth Tuesday, and if we're gonna change our community for the better, um, we actually have to put it in practice. And that's why I do what we do here on the Boss Morning Show in regards to modifying our behavior. And we got to be empathetic to individuals, and everyone feelings should matter, not just your feelings or my feelings. We're going to be celebrating 8 years of broadcasting live on 95.7 The Balls. I was ambivalent on even doing a celebration because, sometimes you develop a callous because those that you try to help the most bite the hands that feeds it. And as this year has highlighted individuals on a daily basis promoting different activities in this community, but we're a business also, and we also need that same behavior reciprocated. It can't just be, well, I need to highlight me, I need to highlight my activity, I need to highlight my concert, I need to highlight this, but yet you don't support the vehicle that's promoting your activities, your events. And so this I do public service announcements all the time where we, advocate um, information that's going to build our community. We practice telling the truth, even though people don't believe you. We practice telling the truth over here. If you're a boss listener, and if you're still being evaluated from the past, it hurts. But only thing that you can do is truly develop new cycles of opportunities, because we have to grow in 2023. So in 2023, we got to love. We got to go to a different level, without a doubt. Um, we're going to keep you in the 411 on these dollars that's coming to the community. Um, and then let's take advantage of the opportunities that already exist in our community. Let's share. We can do a lot of simple things that can enhance our growth, uh, but it's up to us to choose. And so this morning, I'm feeling like Reverend New Hope, the only hope you got, and I'm feeling like locked in a sense. Our young peoples are out of school, and so what are we teaching them? Are we spending time with them? This time is like a bittersweet because there's a lot of people that are missing. My mom, my brothers, my father. There's a lot of people that wish people are here during this season. So let's be a little bit more loving on this Tell the Truth Tuesday. All right. The reason why we do what we do is to modify our behavior so we're better individuals, better citizens, and better family members. There's nothing wrong with telling the truth, and mostly telling the truth is to yourself because you can expect other people to lie, cheat, steal, even try to kill you. I've been through all of it. So you got to tell the truth to yourself. Some people don't need to be in your life. Sometimes you got to develop new opportunities because of lack of support from your own community. And so, during this time, there's a lot of reflection, and it should be a lot of self-reflection, of self-growth. Uh, Try not to waste any time on foolishness because life is so precious and life is so short. So here at the Boss, they're not going to say that we came with foolishness. We might be corny every once in a while, but no, we're not going to come with no foolishness. Our goal is to make sure that we are manifesting our God-given talents, and it comes with hard decisions, but the decisions create longevity without a doubt. So on this Tell the Truth Tuesday, we got Jazzy coming in later. She'll be coming in around 8 o'clock. I'm streaming for the first time on Instagram. So shouts out to those that chimed in on Instagram. I appreciate you guys. You understand 95.7 The Boss. Um, we're going coming up on our 8-year anniversary. We've been broadcasting 8 years as of tomorrow. We've been broadcasting 8 years as of to this new year. We got to do business differently in order to create longevity, and we have to have support from those. We got to have support from you, our listeners, our businesses. We need your support. We give our opportunity ads. People don't even take advantage of them. And you guys know small business people, mom and pop stores that can take advantage of these advertising dollars. We reach the whole community, but sometimes we let envy, jealousy get in the way for us, sharing the love, and so we can manifest something different. Why continue to do the same thing? We're gonna get the same results. So we had ads. We had a few people that took advantage of it, a few businesses that took advantage of it. But it also is a reflection of, man, if I'm keep investing in the community, is the community investing in itself? Are we going to use the tools that God has provided so we can manifest what we're doing? We're destroyed because of lack of knowledge, not because of lack of dollars. Lack of knowledge. Most businesses fail, activities, events, because people don't know they exist. You have to let people know that you exist. We've been providing the tool for the last 8 years. Some have utilized the tools, and a lot haven't. A lot have just continued to, operate if we're going to have longevity. So on this Tell the Truth Tuesday, as I reflect on a community, uh, we always talk about, um, the man is racist around here. We always talk about that, but yet we don't even support our own brothers and sisters. We don't even support self. We look at self every day in the mirrors, and we are a reflection of our own brothers and sisters, but yet we don't even support our own brothers and sisters. We got to get out of this ridiculous cycle of psychosis, where we blame 99% of the problems on the white man, but we spend 99% of our dollars with the white man. To me, that's crazy. How are you gonna blame someone when you're investing in? Um, if we're gonna thrive with that $335 million that's gonna be coming, if we're gonna thrive, if we're gonna manifest that money where it's compound, because our senators are advocating to bring a total of $1 billion to this community. And if we don't have the mindset of I'm going to do business with my brother or my sister, then we're going to be in the same position in a few years where we saying woulda, coulda, shoulda. Our mindset has to get on that level now. And for the longevity of our station, like I said, we're gonna be celebrating 8 years, and um, like I said, people go through things when not what they go through. So I do want to say a prayer for Minister Myron Pierce. He's been open and transparent about what he's going through right now in regards to seeking counseling help, and so we appreciate that brother being transparent. He doesn't have to be. We want to say prayers to Pastor Myron for his struggles he's going through now. We have a lot of people in this community that are dealing with chemical dependency in issues. We want to continue to reinforce to our politicians, to put money towards mental health as well as chemical dependency treatment facilities. So people are going through things during this season. Everybody's not happy. Everybody don't believe in Santa Claus. And so as we transition to this new year, um, we all have to behave different. We're going to all have to behave different and operate on a professional God level if we're going to make it. Because right now, those that are going to make it are those that are going to have integrity and have high ethics. If you want to hang out with the den of thieves, they perishing. But we got to support each other. It's going to get even tougher as time goes on. Prices are still going up. Inflation still exists. Fuel. I mean, we're polluting everything. Viruses. We got mass pandemics that still exist. They're just not talking about the corona. We talk about COVID-19 every Friday with the health department. It's still around. It's still hospitalizing people. It's still killing people. But America has to get back to the money, man. So money is more important than human beings. And also we gotta stop being hypocritical. Let's stop being hypocritical. Everybody want to cancel everybody, but we acting like we're so perfect. We're so judgmental on the other person, but we're not looking at self. We want to blame Kanye and all these other people, but let's look at ourselves. What can we do to contribute to making this community better? So on this Tell the Truth Tuesday, I'm going through just a lot of reflection because um, sometimes you want to like Jakey promoter, you want to quit the game. I'm done. I just want to quit the game and just focus on something else. And because people don't appreciate your efforts, and you can see it. You can see it in the pudding. The proof is in the pudding. And so, if we're going to survive as a radio station or as an insurance company or a barbershop or a beauty salon or an insurance company or a drug testing facility, if we're going to survive, we got to support each other. We can't let jealous, envy, and all these human behaviors, stop our progression. I argue that has stopped our progression, our behaviors towards each other. So, I've been talking about as we usher in this new year on how we need to, change in regards to making our community safer. So on this Tell the Truth Tuesday, like I said, we got a guest coming in, Jazzy. She's coming in. We're gonna play some more local music. And so, if you a independent artist, if you're an independent artist, send this your radio edit tracks to William at 957 FM The Boss. William at 957 FM theboss.com. Make sure it's radio edit. We'll get you in rotation in the morning time. And so we appreciate you guys. Check it out, 95.7 The Boss. My man Tsunami, they call him Conceited, Boss with me.
Big, big, bad, big city. Who got the bigger world? Big, that pretty on Tsunami, that's a good kitty. Pretty face
waist, long hair, that's a good fitty. Look at that, I thought he in the hoodie bag. Hit the model chicken down, she throw that goodie bag. Shawty like the ski like a mini man. Penny in the leg, toting plenty. It's in Miami, toting plenty. It's the Queens, toting plenty. It's some in the A, shaking plenty. Put the in the face and do a minute blast. Go tsunami on the bad. Go tsunami on the Shorty 5'3" and stupid big. She be chillin' in Miami and she live. Bad. Go tsunami on the bad. Go tsunami on the Shorty 5'3" and stupid big. She be chillin' in Miami and she live.
She let me know she wanna get it jumpin'. So I let her know I wanna hit the pumpkin. And then she let me know she wasn't with the front. Well, get with it, honey, let me hump it. Plump like a plum lady, let me put my thumb in it. Go and throw my bone in the box like I'm done with it. Dome, no, I don't tell her stop, cause she done with it home. Like I know she a thought, but the bun's wicked. And I ain't gotta call her my boo, cause as bad as I wanna, that means she wanna too. I come at that too, I get it crackin', running her through. She ready to go, that means you can run on her too. Hey.
Go tsunami on the bad. Go tsunami on the Shorty 5'3" and stupid dead. She be chillin' in Miami and she live. Bad. Go tsunami on the bad. Go tsunami on the Shorty 5'3" and stupid dead. She be chillin' in Miami and she live.
Ride on this poke, come off of that mouth. Don't act like you don't know what to do with that rope. There's her ring is dedication up. Yes, I'm a nip. Yeah. Done up. Throw that back when you see a chill. Guarantee to make a clap when she twerking on. Run it for a plate. I call her booty all day, booty every day. Yeah.
Go tsunami on the bad. Go tsunami on the Shorty 5'3" and stupid dead. She be chillin' in Miami and she live. Bad. Go tsunami on the bad. Go tsunami on the Shorty 5'3" and stupid dead. She be chillin' in Miami and she live.
Oh yeah, we're gonna pay some of our sponsors, y'all. Boss with us.
Go to 957fmtheboss.com for your music, news, and
Are you looking for the best dispensary near you? Are you tired of overpriced products that are mid-quality? Then you need the best products, the best prices, the best service. That means you need Best Buzz Dispensary. Stop in for a free Delta 9 sample gummy. Just let the the boss. Best Buzz Cannabis Dispensary, 7504 South 84th Street, La Vista. Are you open to alternative products? From experiencing pain, anxiety, and trouble sleeping? Try Best Buzz Dispensary. For more information, go to bestbuzzthc.com. Best Buzz cannot give medical advice or medical claims. For the best in wedding photography, videography, photo booth, DJs, and uplighting, contact Guerrero Media Group, 402-205-4365. Guerrero Media Group, voted best in Omaha for wedding photography, 2022 and 2023. 2020 Wedding World Editor's Choice Awards winner. 2020 Wedding Wire Couples Choice Awards winner. Book before the end of the year and receive a free engagement session with your photo or video package. Guerrero Media Group, 7504 South 84th Street, La Vista. Go to GuerreroMediaGroup.com for more information. Relive your love story forever.
Are you stressed over household bills each month? Partner with Heart Ministry Center and get on the road to self-sufficiency. Come to our orientation to learn about budgeting, debt management, and other helpful resources. Our Away Forward orientation is held every Wednesday from noon to 1 o'clock p.m. at Heart Ministry Center. No appointment necessary. Find out more at heartministrycenter.org. We believe in dignity for all.
Heart Ministry Center is a proud supporter of KOWN 95.7 The Boss.
Happy holidays. Take the time to celebrate and let the Rib Shack do all your holiday cooking. Order Miss Jackie famous female pitmaster delicious pineapple glazed holiday ham. Get the meal for only $125.99. The meal comes with our southern delicious side of choice. Famous mac and cheese, collard greens, our smoked string beans, yams, cabbage, baked beans, and our sweet butter cornbread. The true southern taste of down-home barbecue and soul food. The Rib Shack, home of we let you try it before you buy it. Welcome to the Rib Shack. So come on by 108th and Q and get some of our wings, catfish, ribs, and more. Place your order today, 402-502-6695, 402-502-6695.
Rib Shack Smokehouse is a proud supporter of KOWN 95.7 The Boss.
Heart Ministry Center provides food, healthcare, and a way forward to families in Omaha experiencing poverty. You can make the holiday season brighter for your neighbors in need by donating today at heartministrycenter.org or by calling 402-451-2321. Thank you for your generous support.
Heart Ministry Center is a proud supporter of KOWN 95.7 The Boss. Attention Uber and Lyft drivers. Have you given up on finding a company whose mainstay is transparency and pays its driver a fair split of their fees? Then look no further than Transporter Inc. On average, our transporters are paid $20 per hour plus tips and receive the highest driver split in the industry. As a transporter, you will also receive a fee breakdown at the end of your transports. Although Transporter charges the customer less than any competition, we pay the higher percentage of the fee. You'll be amazed at how much you can make when a company treats its driver and riders fair. Download Transporter Driver in your app store now. And for a ride, call 402-882-0661. That's 402-882-0661. Transporter is a proud supporter of KOWN 95.7 The Boss. All right, Omaha, the Birds, the Bloods. We want to thank those to supporting, and we want to thank those sponsors for supporting 95.7 The Boss. Again, we are a 501c3, a nonprofit radio station. So anytime that you advertise, you can, of course, write it off on your taxes. And so it's beneficial. And so on our 8th anniversary, we're celebrate 8 years of broadcasting. I'm not doing a party this year. I was kind of, just, just not really feeling confident. And so, no, we're just going to just celebrate in private. But I just want to let you guys know, for those that have supported us during the past 8 years, I really appreciate it. Those that actually have spent money with us so we can keep the lights, the gas, electricity on, all that stuff, the cable, internet, because we stream. We need internet in order to, stream to our tower site from our studio. And only way we can do it is from those supporters, those sponsors, those that have bought ads on our station. And so I want to say thank you for those that let you know that I really tell the truth. All types of letters. But that's our flavor. And this year we got to really look at. This year we really got to look at not signing away our God-given talents. I know we want to sign with the big stars. I know we want to sign with the big stars, but it's not happening. Let's say I'm not getting no sound on the YouTube. So let me see if I'm getting sound on the YouTube. We go back live, man. I tell you, yeah, I think I don't know if I'm getting it or not. You know how technology is. So I know we're on the air. Okay, cool. All right. I think it's my mic. I'm gonna switch up mics, y'all. I'm gonna switch up mics. So if you're on YouTube, I think I'm getting some people getting sound. Is that D Rose? All right, Dennis Rose. All right, okay. All right. Well, I don't know I don't know what I'm doing. Hold on a second. Let me slow up. Let me slow up. Okay, yeah. I got sound now. I can hear myself. So what's up? Where you at, D Rose? Now, D Rose, I went to high school with. He's one of the brothers um that I looked up to, grew up in the neighborhood right off. I think Charles, what, 34th, 30, 32nd or somewhere around there. The bus back in the day. But that's what I'm talking about. We have to have mentors, men and women in our community that look out for the younger people and not putting them in Phoenix in the house, them in harm's way, and not putting them in harm's way. I had men and brothers that were older than me. Of course, we had some bullies in the community, but we had brothers like Dennis and off of 31st Street. We had brothers like Dennis and their crew. Of course, when you go to a new high school as a freshman, you go through some headlocks, but that's all right. You got this. You got to test. They got to test you out, see if you're on the right team. And then I went on. I followed him and Pinkert on to Midland College. I went to one of the reason why I went to Midland College, Midland Lutheran College, was because of that brother right there, Dennis Rose. He was a awesome, awesome hooper, nice jump shot, but also on that track on the hurdles, man. Come on, man. We do this. We do this. On that 400, we do this. For real. Butler and all them, man. So, man. And so I became great because I had great, not only great coaches, but I had great brothers and great sisters around me. We gotta do the same thing, y'all, because it works. We gotta bring out the goodness in each other on this Tell the Truth Tuesday. And so I had brothers and sisters that brought the goodness in me. And then when they saw me mischievous, oh yeah, they dealt with it right there. And then they told my mama because they love me. They didn't want to see me being mischievous, going down the wrong road. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I grew up in the projects, man, for real. Blood, sweat, and tears. But I knew that failure is not an option. I knew failure was not an option. So education was the key. And then when I came to that basketball court and that track, oh yeah, we put it in without a doubt. And so on this Tell the Truth Tuesday, we want you guys to be truthful to self. To be truthful to self. Are you surrounding yourself with brothers and sisters, even family members that are are challenging you to manifest the greatness in you? And if you're not, you need to change your circle. You need to change your relatives, the cousin that you hanging out with. You need to change it up, switch it up. because no one can love you more than you. You with yourself every second of the day. Can no one love you more than you? And we should not continue to allow other people's feelings to guide our life or direct our life or change our life or stall our life. We should not let anyone else other feelings um because we all have been victims of that, waiting on someone else because it's someone else's opinion, or you got to wait on them because you got to, whatever it is. This year we got to manifest God's blessing, man, for real. Quick. I ain't even ask. I'm not even asking for nothing new. I'm asking for, God, can I get a yes? That's all I'm praying for is a yes. See, y'all pray for a material thing like money and kind of car, a house. I don't want none of that. I just want a yes. And then with a yes, I can manifest anything. See the difference when you work for God? So on this Tell the Truth Tuesday, you got to be truthful to self because people will not believe you. It's just the way it is. That's the way life is until you've been evaluated, vetted. And that comes sometimes with longevity. Sometimes it comes with an apology. And sometimes it comes with um, different actions that aren't demonstrated by words. So on this Tell the Truth Tuesday, I think Jazzy downstairs. I think she's on her way. So on this Tell the Truth Tuesday, it's all about telling the truth to yourself, being honest with yourself. But also, let's accept constructive criticism. There's nothing wrong with constructive criticism because it's a criticism of love, without a doubt. And so, as we usher in 2023, what are we going to do different? What can we do differently that's not going to cost no money? What can we do differently to make sure that our families are safe? See, I hung out with my great nieces and nephews this weekend. I hung out with my great nieces and nephews, and we talked about business. We're talking about the transition because, like I said, I've been doing this all by myself for the last 8 years, and I get tired sometimes, and I don't want to develop a callous for a community that I love because sometimes it does not, support it. So, in a way, I feel we should, but we got to start supporting each other. I support all types of business competitors. We advocate for everyone here. Republicans, Democrat, black, white. Make no difference. But we need your support. So as we usher in 2023, what are we going to do different as a community, as families? I suggest if you got young people that we need to implement a family curfew so our children are not put in harm's way. They not have a chance to be caught up in violence. So 9 o'clock, and then if they older, you can, talk to them in regards to their maturity. But we need to make sure that we love our children. And then that way we bring them in the house. We can make sure they get adequate rest, adequate food. And then also we can listen to them because all children want is someone to listen to them. And so we can get in front of problems before they manifest into a kid commits suicide because we didn't listen to them yesterday or a week before or a month before. We can solve a lot of these problems by just bringing our children in, letting them know that we love them. We need to get back to respecting our elders. And so that means what's wrong with saying yes, ma'am, and yes, sir? And teaching that to our children. And so they can have respect for their elders. That's what I've seen where we've stopped some traditions of respect just traditions of simple respect. And we have elders around, sir and ma'am. What's wrong with saying sir and ma'am and teaching your children saying yes sir, yes ma'am? There's nothing wrong with that. Respecting our elders, that needs to be implemented as we usher in 2023. And then also, if we're going to be honest, and this is what the nation has implemented in regards how they treat each other, so there's less violence amongst each other, is that when we see our male, that's our brother. When we see a female, that's our sister. So we need to start calling each other brothers and sisters. Sister Mary, Brother William. So we'll tend less likely to hurt your sister or hurt your brother. You'll be less likely to commit adultery with your brother or your sister. You'd be less likely to abuse your brother or a sister just by how we address each other. Because you wouldn't want to hurt your brother. I only hear one story of Cain and Abel. I know we heard some other bull crap that goes on because of jealousy and all these feelings that we've been talking about. But on this Tell the Truth Tuesday, if we really truly want to change, if we truly want to make sure that our children are where they need to be, there need to be love in 2023. Boss with me.
Look, New York bankers with the beat on my ass, cause I walk through the streets. Cause where I'm from, all I see is a bunch of police. Can't escape them. It's like they put us onto a leash. Living under their control, where's the freedom of peace? Look around as I see violence, followed by sirens. The voice of women crying, another son dying. I ask myself, why, man? What's my replying? And looking where I'm living, see the circumstances given. High unemployment rate, mean less money people giving. So only way to get it is illegal by condition. This leads us into grave for give people a conviction. And next thing you know, people on their way to prison. Listen, hear my position, cause what I'm saying ain't no freedom for a slave but a brother, man. We go to work, giving money to another man. We go to work and somehow still end up struggling. Whether meals or us bills, gotta feed our kids. Single mothers on the rise, barely at the crib. Hustling, trying to provide food inside the fridge. See, as a child, he only feels that's just how it is. Crazy, man, I ain't proud of this curse I'm birthed in. My mama had to struggle, I had seen that firsthand. Yeah, she bounced back, but it still got worse than to imagine. Saying your parents become divorced, man. Making it harder, truly taking it farther. Mama doing it on her own, feeling a vacated father. But I came back, even though they not on the same track. I'm blessed, cause I was almost tempted to slang crack. Cause I was tired of hurting, feeling it was not for certain that I would be successful, might as well just close the curtain. But then I just adapted, saying I always wasn't working. Grabbed the book and started reading on black and European bookstores. I stay looking for facts I kept on needing. Could I become successful cause I'm black and well seasoned? Hell yeah. Look at Black Wall Street, man. 1921 in Tulsa where Black Wall Street in. And they had dropped the bomb on it. May I call the run on it. But blacks can bring it back once again. We done it. They don't want what come from it. No doubt they'll confront it. They ain't feeling comforted. The will is converted. Cause we gon' rule again. The people once ruled the land. From out of Kivu land, Africa we once had been. A place full of riches. King, queens were witness. Old King Selassie once called Lidge Tafari. Something they didn't teach you. Many lies they had speak through. To keep you as a slave, hoping that you wouldn't seek truth. Trying to dumb you down, saying we uneducated. With them, the stuff they teach you, we created. Like man found to commit. Science further by Moors. First writing was Phoenician. Discovered at the core, Africa the land of riches. America we live in poor, non fictitious. They treat us like fishes. Money
the law. Are we free? Cause we slave to debt. Look at our finance. We speak, the IRS keep us in silence. Taking taxes, we barely making plastic. Time's drastic, resorting to defiance. By any means, anything to be seen. Moving out of broken apartments, living life out of shame. In the ghetto, stain seem like out of the kettle. Little girls who 13 walk around in stilettos. Got music talking about guns, popping pills. Selling inside of the market for meals of some. People talking about sex, knowing deals to come. Omaha, STDs, highest rates and numbers. It's ridiculous when they say that we ain't slaves. Yeah, more money we receive, endless money is gave to our community. People living life with impunity. Meanwhile, people feeling sick, started killing quick. I can never sit, but I would rather take a stand. So I take a pen. But it's a slaving man, I wonder as I sit and ponder. Forget. Have it done for. Yeah, T-Bone, The Awakening, 2017. We gon' rise, my people. Yeah, we gon' rise. We gon' rise. T-Bone left.
NewYorkBangers.com.
Oh yeah, you know it's local. We can roll in this morning. My man T-Bone. Know who next? Tamara Barbara. Man, we getting shouts out to the birds, the bluffs, the O. You know how we do it here. Boss with us.
Yeah, when you bang my line, it's whatever you wanna do. Baby, love when you wanna get close to me. I need your energy. I want love when you turn me on. I love when you taste me. You work it, baby, and you deserve it, baby. Love when you taste me, baby, and you deserve it, baby. Love when you work it, baby. I don't want no one else. Keep it out for me, baby. Keep it out for me, baby. It's going down tonight. Come and pick me up. Come and fill this cup. Yeah, ooh baby, fit me in this ride. You know what's up. Meet me downtown. Gotta turn up this club. I want love when you turn me on. I love it. You taste me. Taste me.
All right, Omaha, the Birds, the Blood. That was Tamara Barbara. And so, like I said, we're on Instagram, so I'm gonna put his face on his. He looks more a little bit more handsome than I am. Um, Omaha,
Don't give me too much credit.
hey, um, today is Tell the Truth Tuesday, and of course, we put it in practice. Our goal is to make sure we're better individuals, better family members and better citizens. And only way we can do it is being truthful. And being truthful starts with self. It's honestly, this day is for self. And so um we're gonna make sure that we continue to advocate that. And so as we move forward into a new year, we're going to continue to support those that are supporting us without a doubt. And so we got a guest in the house. You know how we do it. Our main platform is to highlight other people, and especially if they're manifesting their god-given talents to to help others, developing conduits of opportunities. And this gentleman has created conduits of safety. And so we want to make sure that I got grandchildren, and you always chilling to run out in the streets. But young people, they got their mind on their own. And so we got to make sure that we need, as a community, are looking out for everyone, because everyone's not on the same mature level. All right. So Omaha, the Birds, the Bluffs. You know how the guests are. They got their own. They got their own noun, verbs, adjectives, prepositional phrases, all yes and predicates to introduce themselves. I'm gonna let him introduce himself. We'll get right into dialogue, because I know you guys have seen these stickers around the community. You see that one right there. 'Cause this is
Yeah,
everything.
here's a nice big
Yeah,
one.
yeah. I know you guys have seen these around our community, all around our community, and we can put a face um, behind the signage, in front of the signage, y'all. We can put it in front of the signage. So I'm gonna let him introduce himself. I'm gonna get this camera the way I want it. I'm gonna let him take over the mic. I know he has a lot to say in regards to into the next generation, because this is what he's doing. He's creating, making sure that the next generation is safe as possible. How you doing today, sir?
I'm doing well. I'm Tom Everson. I'm the founder and executive director of Keep Kids Alive Drive 25. We're a nonprofit that works on traffic safety education, and then also does direct work with families whose loved ones have died in traffic incidents, and been doing that for 24 plus years. 2023 will mark our 25th year of mission. And our mission is quite simply to help make streets safer for all who walk, cycle, play, drive, and ride. So that's all of us. Anybody who drives a car, who rides in a car, who rides a bike, who walks down the street, who plays in the neighborhood, anything that happens on and along roadways, that's a concern of our mission. And we're based right here in Omaha, have been for all of our history. But have worked with over 1,700 communities in 49 states, plus Washington, D.C., and as far away as Australia, and working on engaging residents in being the solution to the problems that we cause, because we're the ones who speed and run stop signs and don't put our cell phones down, and engage in all kinds of behaviors that can create the conditions for a crash to happen. And I imagine none of us would like to be that person who hits another human being. And so that's what we work to prevent. And appreciate the opportunity to share with you a little bit about who we are and what we're doing around the country.
Now, everyone starts something for a reason. What was your reason for starting this nonprofit?
Well, I started this nonprofit. I didn't intend to start a nonprofit, but I think a lot of times in life, it's not the things that we intend to do, it's the things that we end up doing because we care about someone. And, back in 1998, my wife, Wendy, and I, we have 4 kids. And back in 1998, they were between 4 and 10 years of age. So you can do the math, and They're all between 29 and 35 now. But, it's simply out of concern for our own children. And I had contacted the city of Omaha about getting speed bumps on our street, because a lot of times people look at speed bumps as being a solution to problems like speeding. But we live on a hill, and so speed bumps are really not appropriate on a hill, because if you're speeding down a street and hit a speed bump, all of a sudden your car could become airborne, and that becomes even worse.
Right.
So anyway, understanding why we couldn't get speed bumps, I still didn't intend to do anything more about it, but I'm a runner, and I was out running one day in late July of 1998, and this phrase "Keep Kids Alive, Drive 25" popped in my head, and I just kind of mulled it over and figured, well, I can do something just with this slogan, "Keep Kids Alive, Drive 25." Because my intent was, if people would just slow down and observe the posted speed limit, it would create safer neighborhood streets in and of itself. And of course, if we slow down even further, because we see the presence of kids playing, or our neighbors walking around the neighborhood, maybe walking their dog or whatever it might be, that we're helping to create a safer environment for everybody. And for me, the two key questions that I always like to ask is, who do you love and who loves you? I said, because to me, our answers to those questions are the best reasons why we should observe the posted speed limits, stop at stop signs, and observe traffic signals, and buckle up when we get in the car. And, there's a little sidebar, but you may not know, in the last year, over 70% of people who died in car crashes in the state of Nebraska didn't have their seatbelt on. And a lot of those people would be alive to come home to their family and friends, and if they had just buckled up. And so that's a very important action in and of itself. But also just putting down our cell phones and focusing in on the task at hand, which was behind the wheel, is driving. One of the things illustrations I like to toss out there, or something to think about, is if any of us have ever been to a football game, or maybe you've been to a band concert, or maybe you've been to a play. Well, what if you're at a football game and the quarterback started talking on a hands-free device to someone while running a play? What do you think would be the chances of that play having success?
Right.
Because his attention was focused on something other than the task at hand, which was to be the quarterback. And, play might blow up. There might be a fumble, an interception, a sack, but the quarterback probably would survive. I said, but, we're behind the wheel. We're the quarterback of the car. And, if we're not focusing in on that task at hand, and we're focusing in on something else, then it could be the formula for a tragedy, a real tragedy for everyone involved, because I don't think anybody wants to be behind the wheel and hit someone.
Right. There's been a couple of incidents where I had a car coming to me, and I could see the person texting, then they finally, after I alert them with a horn. So it happens all the time. What's the future look like? Because when you go to major cities, you can't be on your cell phone. There's a laws against being on your cell phone, and most people use what do you call it, hands-free.
Right.
Call.
People use hands-free, but a couple things, and this comes from the research. But I think, a lot of times people don't like to hear about research, because it's like, well, it seems like it's just kind of out there, and somebody ran some numbers and things like that. But we have to understand that when the research comes to traffic safety, it's about people. Statistics are people. And so when it comes to cellular devices, there's a couple pieces of research out there that show that even if you're on a hands-free device, that you lose your peripheral vision. That whenever we're on a cellular device while we're driving, that we look straight ahead and not at what's around us. So we lose our peripheral vision, which is a huge part of our vision field.
Right.
And when I had first heard about that research, and this was probably 10 or 12 years ago, I dropped my daughter off at her high school, and she needed the car that day. So I mentioned I was a runner, so I just let her have the car, and I ran home. And I was running down Center Street, and it was so-called rush hour. I'm not sure why it's called rush hour because nobody's moving very fast.
Right.
But anyway, I decided that I would just notice anybody who was on a cellular device. And anytime I saw somebody who looked like they were talking on a cellular device, I would just kind of run over to the easement. I didn't go into the street, but I would just wave at him. I just waved. And that's all I did. And I figured, well, did anybody notice? And I did this about 30 times, and nobody even moved their head. I think I could have jumped up on the hood of their car, and I'm not sure if it would have got their attention even then. But for me, that was proof that people really were looking straight ahead. They were so focused on what's in front of them that they weren't paying attention to what was around them. So
interesting.
And to me, the decisions, even when laws are in place, and there are
Mhm.
plenty of laws around traffic
Right.
and all, but I always like to say every good law, every good traffic law is about preserving relationships. It's all about relationships. It's all about who loves us and who do we love. For me, it's not about, okay, how can people be punished through traffic laws, but how can life be preserved? A lot of
Right.
times people talk about it in terms of saving lives. And I like to look at it in terms of preserving lives. And preserving lives is not glamorous. I mean, there won't be
Mhm.
any stories on the news about somebody who preserved a life today.
Right. Prevention.
Yeah,
Basic
prevention. Exactly. But if somebody gets in a serious crash and there's injuries or even a death, that's going to be all over the news. And that's when the EMTs, the fire department, the police are going to be called out, and where they may be trying to employ life-saving measures. And my preference is to not put those folks.
Without a doubt. Now, your philosophy is mainly for cities versus highways, correct? Or your
Well-
philosophy is everywhere.
Well, we have all kinds of campaigns that have grown out of Keep Kids Alive, Drive 25. I mean, we have cities that utilize our No Need to Speed campaign in speed zones other than residential zones. And
Okay.
there's another campaign called Check Your Speed. And we have a campaign called Be Aware, Drive with Care that kind of encompasses all the kind of
Okay.
behaviors. But we have a seatbelt campaign called Seatbelts Fascinating, and fascinating spelled Fastening. I like to play with words, but create space that focuses in on tailgating.
Okay.
So I mean, there's multiple campaigns. Well, and then our distracted driving campaign is just simply called Phone Down, Eyes Up. Just 4 words that help us focus on what we should be doing.
Right. Right. Now, you've been doing this for 25 years.
Mm-hmm. That's correct.
And so, pun drive 25. I got to keep it going, y'all. So 25 years. So are you guys doing anything special this year?
We are. We're going to have our 25th anniversary fundraiser celebration on February 16th. It's going to be at the Certified Transmission Car Museum, which, to be honest, a few months ago, I didn't even know it existed.
Right.
But the owner has one of the 10 largest classic car collections in the country, mostly muscle cars from the 60s and 70s. And it's located in the old Richmond Gorman building on North 90th Street, just north of Fort.
Okay.
And but on February 16th, we're going to be having a fundraising event for that. But then later in the year, every year we have a 5K run walk in honor of loved ones who've died in traffic incidents. And so families can form teams to honor their loved ones. They get to pick the color of their team shirt. They can create a name for their team. And we'll be doing that for the 12th year this year. Scott High School out in Southwest Omaha, they actually donate their facilities to us for that.
Okay.
So we've got a track to begin and end on. We've got a press box. We've got a video board.
Okay.
Every family gets to send in at least 3 songs that they'd like to submit to our playlist so that they can remember they're all songs that help them remember their loved one in a in a fond way. And so that's going to
That's
be on
good.
July 29th.
Hmm.
And we'll see what comes up in between.
Okay. Well, you had to come back and let us know so we can participate. Everyone has been touched by auto accidents and in that realm, without a doubt. So, do you guys have wraparound services for victims?
Well,
Do you do anything like that?
Well,
Referrals?
what we have is what I call live forward, and it's not something I really thought about when I started this whole thing. But live forward is all about helping families to focus on the good they can bring into the world and honor their loved one. I mean,
Okay.
obviously, none of us can bring any of our loved ones back, but we can do something to honor their life, love, and spirit in a way that brings good into the world. And so that's grown into what we call Live Forward. And I work with families all over the country. And really, if there's any, I don't know, it's a magic question, but the question is, what good would you like to bring into the world in honor of your loved one? And so, families decide what that's going to be for themselves.
Hmm.
Some of them
Hmm.
set up, a traffic nonprofit themselves that focus on the issue as to why their loved one died. Some of them, their loved one may have been involved in the arts in some way, whether it's music or dance or
Hmm.
whatever. And so they may set up a nonprofit that helps to fund local arts initiatives. And, but it's just such a positive way to channel grief
Okay.
into a way
Okay.
that does good for other people.
Right.
And
Yeah. I like that.
yeah.
I like the way you say that because this how um, I started this morning show because my mom passed, and to deal with the grief, I took a trip for a couple of days to Denver. I went to the mountains, came back, and I started this morning show. To channel
Uh-huh.
the grief.
Hmm.
I think that's a great philosophy, and I want to be a good neighbor.
Yeah.
And
Well,
so how can I get in touch with you so I can develop a campaign in my neighborhood?
Well, I'll tell you a couple things. I mean, one is you can always connect with me via our website, which is keepkidsalivedrive25.org. Or if you like shorthand, just the two Ks, KKAD 25, which is short for Keep Kids Alive Drive 25.org. And you can email me or call our numbers 402-334-1391. But, another thing I'd just like to mention real quick is that, over uh, grants from General Motors for under-resourced communities in Detroit, St. Louis, and Phoenix. And you might wonder why those three cities. Well, it's because General Motors actually has a presence in those three cities. If they had a
Right.
presence here, I could have got them to put some money into our city.
Right.
But that's not to say that what we're learning from working with those communities can't apply to what we're doing here in Omaha.
Right.
And I think it'd be kind of exciting to be able to, if there are some neighborhood groups or some organizations that are listening in that might like to start a community project, I'd be happy to work with you to see how that can happen. Because to me, it's all about empowering the and maybe empowering isn't the right word even, because I really believe the power to change exists within
Mhm.
the community itself. And so, it's resourcing that power
Okay.
so that good can happen. So happy to do that. I do want to mention too, I'm working with the Vision Zero task force for the city.
Okay.
And people may not know what Vision Zero is, but Vision Zero is all about what we as a community can do to reduce traffic deaths to zero. And some people might say, well, that's impossible. But then I would ask the question, well, who in any of our families is expendable? Who would we put on a list and say, well, I don't mind if they die in a car crash.
Right.
And I said, if we wouldn't say that about the people that we love
Mhm.
and who love us, then why would we think that anybody else thinks anything different and all? And so, hopefully we'll be hearing more about Vision Zero and what the city intends to do, to help engage the community in creating safer streets for the benefit of all of us.
Myself being a former probation officer, working with many different probationers that were on DWI, DUI, um, have you looked at the statistics of in regards to accidents that are alcohol related versus cell phone related? Because they're just many different distractions,
Right.
or even food related.
Well, right. Well, and the challenge with distracted driving is that it's underreported, if anything else.
Okay.
Because and I know the forms are changing for reporting the reasons for crashes. Here in Nebraska,
Hmm.
that law enforcement uses, because oftentimes they have to focus on one specific reason or chief reason why a crash happened,
Hmm.
and when you do that, you may miss a lot of other
Right.
behaviors that are
Hmm.
connected to why that happened. I mean,
Right.
for example, speed always plays a role. It doesn't mean speeding plays a role, but speed always plays a role
Hmm.
in what happens. I mean, somebody may not be speeding, they may be doing the speed limit, but a crash happens. But
Right.
because of how fast they were going, that determined, how severe injuries were or
Hmm.
if somebody died. So speed always plays a factor, but it may not be the main factor,
Right.
although it may be named as the main factor. The main
Hmm.
factor might have been because somebody was under the influence of alcohol or another drug, and or they were on their cell phone, but maybe there wasn't access to cell phone information or data for that
Hmm.
particular driver that would be able to match that up. So as those systems improve, one of the things that whenever something new comes along, we have to adjust in other ways in order to be able to know more about why things happen the way they do.
Right. Give us a recap of who you are, how we can get some signage in our
Okay.
community, and how we can partner with you so we can make sure that our neighborhoods are safe for our children.
Okay. You can reach me. I'm Tom Everson with Keep Kids Alive Drive 25. Our website is keepkidsalivedrive25.org or kkad25.org. You can reach me at 402-334-1391. If you have to leave a message, no problem. I will call you back. I am pretty prompt about those things. And my email is Tom, Tom, at kkad25.org. And I respond pretty quickly to emails as well. And if your neighborhood, if your business, if your school, if your faith community, whatever organization that you might be connected with would like to get something started, please just give me a call and we'll set up a time to visit and we'll see what we can get going.
All right, man. We appreciate you. Appreciate what you what you do for the community, not only here but across the country. Um, if we're not developing conduits of opportunities, I say he probably would say safety. Then what's truly our purpose, y'all? What's truly our purpose? Anyone that you want to thank? Anyone you want to give a shout out to?
Well, I hadn't really thought about that, but I would, I'd like to thank you, William, for giving me the opportunity this morning to be able to share a little bit about our mission and background. I should give a shout out to my wife, Wendy, because, in 25 years, very little of this would have happened if she wasn't being supportive
Right.
all the way through. Because, quite honestly, I can be the voice and the face of Keep Kids Alive Drive 25, but there are literally thousands of people across the country who have made this happen in their community. And their communities have no idea that I exist.
Right.
And that's a good thing because that means they've taken ownership over what they're doing in their community. And it's not dependent on simply me and an idea I had, but it's the work that they do to make it their own and create something special and needed in their communities.
Well, we appreciate you. Without a doubt, you are necessary. Make sure you guys are conscientious as we drive around, especially today because it's even more slipperier, all this ice down. And so we got to be even more conscientious. School starts back next week, y'all. Hopefully most of the snow will be gone by then. Hopefully. But school starts back next week, so we got to make sure that we follow all the bus rules out there. The bus have those signage for a reason, because we want to make sure that we keep our I call them precious cargo. That's why I call them precious cargo, without a doubt. So we got to make sure that we take care of our precious cargo. So shouts out to all the drivers out there. Oh yeah, from the jitney drivers all the way to the semi drivers. Without a doubt, we appreciate everybody.
Okay.
Omaha, the Birds of Bluffs. We're gonna take a couple pictures. We got our next guest in the house. We're gonna play her song because today is Tell the Truth Tuesday. We tell the truth. I know it's hard in a world of non-truth, but here, just like my man to my right here, we actually practice changing our behavior, and his initiative is a behavior initiative. How we change our behavior, and that's what we do here at 95.7. We honestly want to modify our behavior so we're better individuals, better family members, and better citizens. And what's wrong with that? I don't see nothing wrong with that. Just like making sure that we're conscientious of our speed. And when we got children, and sometimes we got people that are deaf and blind, because I work with that population also. And then we also got off right down the street today. There's snow and ice on the sidewalks. I saw a person with a motorized wheelchair in the streets. They had nowhere else to go. So let's and I make sure I slow down. I mean, because I didn't want to slide, I didn't want to spill no splash no unnecessary water. I mean, just all that stuff. We got to be really caring about each other, y'all. And so I'm glad you came in because you kind of like the flip side of it. You're the flip side. You're the safety, and we're the conduit of creating business. And so, but each of us are necessary.
Well, I have a friend in Boulder, Colorado, who she is a cyclist, and she was actually hit by a driver of a pickup truck, and amazingly, she survived. But she started a foundation called "It Could Be Me." It could be me, and we need to remind ourselves whenever we might be frustrated about something that's happening on or along the roadways, put ourselves in that person's position. That gentleman you mentioned in the wheelchair, what kind of considerations would I like if I were that person? Because it could be me. We don't know what's going to happen to us today, tomorrow, and what we may have to deal with. And so have a little empathy, a little consideration for our fellow human beings on this planet. And, it truly, to me, could make all the difference.
Without a doubt. Hey, the new word, love in 2023. Love in 2023. I'm telling you, it'll solve everything. It will solve everything. And if everybody gave a little love, a lot will get done. All right, we're going to take a quick break. And for y'all, that's wishy-washy. Oh, yeah, I got something for y'all. Boss with me.
Everybody for their motherfucking selfie. Everybody for their motherfucking self. Wishy-washy, 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 wishy-washy. Yo wishy, yo washy, yo wishy, yo wishy, yo washy, yo wishy, yo washy, yo wishy, yo wishy. Said you wishy-washy, 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 you wishy-washy. Y'all done open that box like a couple of thoughts. Y'all done wishing y'all watch it. Take a look at my watch. Take a look at my watch. Y'all just wishing y'all watch it. At the shows, got the moles coming to see me. Got the hoe coming to see me. Got my shows coming to see me. Got my dogs, all the pros, got my home coming to see me. I got moms coming to see me. Moms coming to see me. Yeah. And y'all wishing y'all wash. Hey there, if you thirsty, go grab you a bus. All about that nonsense, running from the cops. I wish I would, I'd be ready to relapse. Yeah. I am my own boss, I know what that costs. I've taken my loss. Y'all say y'all wash. Yo wishy, 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 yo wishy. Said you wishy-washy, 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 you wishy-washy.
That's be tappy. You drop it on me. She acting naughty. Now you run and tell your friends, you telling everybody. Now they talk about me. They ask about me. If it makes you happy, if it makes you feel important, that's what make me happy. I like diamonds in my necklace, that will make me happy. Yeah, but the loyalty's important, it'll make you happy. Now you feeling crappy. Fuck the fame, I want more. Give me the rain, make it pour. Give me the pain, give me it all. I want diamonds, I want gold. King of diamonds when I'm bored. Got the juice, got the sauce, honey. I need props to my pops. I need props to my mom, to my Ivy, to my Frankie, to my Kelly, to my Jody. Shout out to my fam squad, aka the Glam Squad. If you ever stand tall, yeah, I wish you yeah. Yeah. I'm doing me. I'm doing me. Watch me do me. I'm feeling me. I'm feeling me, baby. I'm feeling me. I'm, 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 yo, okay, I'm feeling so cool. Walking through the club, now wash my shoes. Yeah, got a mean attitude, and your baby looking at me, do what I do. Yeah, I'm so sexy, you know that they ain't comparing. I'm feeling daring, and if you ask me, I'm not caring. Yeah, shake it on the dance floor. Make your nigga want some more. Yeah, pull me up a drink. I'm messed up, boy, what you think? I'm doing me. I'm doing me. Watch me do me. I'm feeling me. I'm feeling me, baby. I'm feeling me. I'm, okay, now turn me music up just a little. And you know I'm finna work, get a middle. And we can play like a fiddle. And you feel it, and I feel it. And we chillin', and we sippin'. And we gonna have fun, ain't no trippin'. And we might just go skinny dipping. And these girls be talking, I'm delicious. And he keep on watching me, watching me, watching me. And I keep on doing me, doing me, doing me. I'm doing me, I'm doing me. Watch me do me. I'm feeling me, I'm feeling me, baby. I'm feeling me. I'm doing me. I'm doing me. Watch me do me. I'm feeling me. I'm feeling me, baby. I'm feeling me.
Good seeing you. All right.
All right, Omaha, the Birds of Bluffs. Shouts out to my man, Tom Everson. Oh, yeah. Keep kids alive, drive 25. Oh, yeah. You better drive 25 today because you know, oh, it's snowy. I be seeing all the above.
Yeah.
Get all these chords right so you can get you some slack. It be like that.
Preach.
Yeah, on that side.
Okay.
Don't want to mess with that. All right. Omaha, the Birds of Bluffs. Again, keep kids alive. Drive 25 on this Tell the Truth Tuesday. If you want that campaign to come to your neighborhood, traffic's going a little bit too fast, they can put some signage out in your neighborhood. Give my man Tom a call, 402-301-4021. Oh, yeah, without a doubt. Y'all just heard that song, I'm. That's my girl, Miss T. But before that, you had Jazzy. Oh, yeah. Wishy-washy. I've been talking about, just some wishy-washiness as we transition into 2023. And are we going to continue to be around wishy-washiness? People, ideals, attitudes, philosophies, methodologies. Are we going to continue to be around that wishy-washiness, or are we going to clean ourselves up and truly manifest who we are? And I'm challenging everyone. I'm challenging self first, because we're doing some changes around here. We're going to be doing some changes around here because it's necessary for growth and longevity. And this next artist, she knows that in order to be an artist or a business person, you need support from others in order to continue the journey. Here at 95.7 The Boss, we need the same thing. We need your guys' support. We need you guys to advertise your products and services. This is how we pay the gas, lights, and all the other things. And people sacrifice, to to get to the next level. And so, as we move in 2023, um, I'm wishy-washing for real. I'm wishy-washing. Because you got some people that come around in different seasons. They you only see them when they want something, or when they got something that they want to push. And so I want us to be more empathetic of everybody's feelings and not put our feelings in front of everyone else's. Because I deal with that all the time. All the time, y'all. I deal with it. And I get tired of it. I'm telling the truth today. And so, and I'm not the only one. So let's be more conscientious as we go in 23, that we look at everybody's feelings equally. My feelings are more important than yours, or vice versa. No, they're equal, and let's evaluate it fairly. All right, as we move in 2023. The motto is, love. That's the word, love in 2023. What else can we do? Because it's gonna get worse before it gets better. And we wanted to make sure it gets better. We got to play in the game, y'all. We gotta come with a different philosophy. So Omaha, the birds of blessed.
Amen.
Oh yeah, we got to start in the house. You know how these stars are. They got their own noun, verbs, adjectives, prepositional phrases. Oh yes, and predicates.
So that boy cold.
I'm gonna let her do her thing, because we actually love our neighbors for real. We actually brag off our neighbors. Without a doubt, this is how I grew up. This is how I grew up. We actually competed against other neighborhoods, so we depended on our neighbors. We wanted them to come through.
Facts.
Their word were bond. We didn't have no contract like y'all do today. Our word was bond. When we said something, it was about it. And so this is how we behave.
Hey Patricia.
This is how we behave. And so I'm gonna let her take over the mic. I'm just gonna chill for a second. I'm gonna make sure that she's all focused.
What's up with you, man? Merry Christmas. It's
Merry
good
Christmas.
to see you.
I'm kind of
I had to bring a little, they got the tradition going on. We got the tradition going on. We got a little something.
Yeah.
A little something. What's going on? Facebook Live, Instagram Live.
It's heavy too, like a watermelon.
Oh. We in there.
I'm just kidding.
Yes.
But it's heavy though. It's heavy.
It's good to be in Omaha, man. It's
cold. But it was cold in Georgia, wasn't it?
To be honest, it was a little cold. I was surprised that it got down to 19-degree weather, and you never know. Like when I think about Omaha, I think about people that are tough. I think about
we tough
Crawfords.
Here.
I think about because when you're in Atlanta, you got these big old dudes with muscles and tattoos.
Soft.
You put that cold weather on them, it changes things.
Soft.
That voice go up a couple octaves.
Real soft. I keep telling y'all, but we like Atlanta because we love Atlanta. I do like Atlanta. I don't like the traffic though.
Yeah.
The traffic is terrible, but everything else is good. Everything else is good.
Omaha humbles me every year when I come back during this time. I get very humbled by the cold weather. You know,
But we are tougher
your girl
though.
ain't got much meat on the bone,
Yeah,
but you know,
yeah, that's all right. That's why we got Long Johns. That's why we got Long Johns. But that's why I said, man. But also, you got that flavor of and that education that you can't go back and forth and adapt in that environment, but come back into this environment because again,
sure.
you come from this environment and so that toughness, you can go to any environment.
Oh yeah. No, people actually ask me where you from. You know, you tough. What hood you from? I'm from Omaha, Nebraska.
Okay, heck yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh baby,
Midwest, you
we the
understand what
one.
I'm saying?
We the one.
The O&E. Yeah, we got some tough people out here. If you can survive here in the winter, you can survive anywhere. It's
What I
like
tell
some New York
everybody.
stuff.
I tell everybody. They talking about if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. No, if you can make it in
Omaha,
you can make it anywhere because we're in a different type of environment here.
Yes.
For real.
Yeah.
We're in Atlanta, Malcolm X. But
he
also
was tough.
heck yeah. But also we're in the land of greatness because we've been manifesting multiple artists and you are one of those young ladies that have 2022 on fire. Yourself, Shiffy, who else was playing? Saranda, Savannah.
Yeah.
I mean, I had y'all.
The
y'all
women.
I had all. I mean, y'all.
I
2022.
started hearing about
2022. Y'all. I mean, it was.
Taylin too.
Yeah, Thailand.
Yeah. So I have to meet her in person, but
yeah. So the women of old, boy. I mean, y'all
getting it in.
Y'all spanking butt this year. I got to applaud because y'all was in rotation in every day. And so
thank you for that.
So that shows that that we gotta show respect to our sisters. That even in the music industries, the women have come with a whole different flavor. Then they're just not talking about gang banging and killing all this stuff. They come with the party and the dancing and the fun.
I really love how the togetherness is starting to come more with the women. It's not so competitive.
Mhm.
Like it's okay to collab with people.
Right.
It's okay to, it's okay. You ain't got to be the only one or the first one to do things. Sometimes we need to build up each other together, and work together. So I have no problem doing that,
Now, you're independent artists, and I've seen music has transitioned because right now people are trying to get back to the groups.
Yeah.
Hip hop a little bit different. I mean, I miss the groups like Public Enemy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Where you got the hype man, but you got the lead MC, but you got the backup MC. I come from the days where we had homeboy did 16 lines and the next homeboy did 16 lines and they go back and forth.
Right.
So it was way more collaborations, like. So have you ever thought about just coming together similar to how what's them one brothers, they get together every once in a while, do a track like Bill DeVoe or Johnny Gill, he gets with the other people, they do different tracks and they work with different guys. Have you thought about just collaborating?
There's a couple people that have wanted to do like an album together, mostly guys. To be honest, I work in the music business a lot with the men.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's because they, when you roll with the brothers, that means you kind of tough, right? I don't know. But my dad has always said that we should do some kind of girl group because I can play drums too, and I could, we could do the instruments and
because I mean
work together.
Because there's nothing like live music.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get the hip hop in front, the live drum, and and we can switch it up and switch the rhythm. Because live music you can switch it up versus being programmed. Mm-hmm. You can do a lot more with a live set.
Yeah, it's timeless.
I was in Oakland, and I went to go see. I think her name was Rap City.
Okay, yeah.
And she had a live band, and she was killing. And that's the first time I ever. That's the first time I ever. I've heard of her, and that's the first time I ever saw her.
Yeah.
And she had a live band, and that band was kicking it, and she was throwing those lyrics. Man, that's probably one of the best shows I saw because it was so. It was so. What do you call that? When acoustic.
What do you call
It was so acoustic. It was so acoustic. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I would love to do it. I would love to do it. I've always wanted to play guitar too, but I play a little bit of drums, a lot of bit of drums, a little bit of piano. But that would be dope.
So I mean, have you ever thought about doing a video like that in your next track? I know you've been dancing around with the helicopters and all that stuff and jumping around in limo.
That would be dope.
So because to me, we need that entertainment back where because you like Alicia Keys to me.
Oh,
with that you can play piano and throw some lyrics. Oh man.
That'd be it.
That'd be dope.
Okay.
See, you be like the hip hop Alicia Keys.
So I gotta take that tip from Mr. William King.
Get the drum, and keep the hip hop. Ain't nobody doing that. Jazzy, 23. We got to step our game up because everybody trying to be like someone else. No, we gotta be like God wants us to be.
Yeah. Well, shoot, I'm happy that the drums is back out of stores. The studio is back fully operational, so I might have to get some
I just saw Sheila E. I just saw Sheila E.
Where'd you see her at?
In
like a concert?
New Orleans.
Okay.
At a concert. Yeah, I was at a conference. They had Sheila E. open up and had Bev DeVoe to it. As a headliner.
Come on now.
She was up there and she was mostly singing that night. I didn't see her play the drums that much.
Okay, yeah.
So
she was just on the American Music Awards, wasn't she?
I think so.
Yeah, she was playing in the background while they were singing. Yeah, I know
Jazzy, that's you, Jazzy.
Okay, I'm gonna get on
because all the other hip hop artists, all they do is walk behind stage and side to side.
Yeah.
No, you Jazzy.
You're in Atlanta, and shout out to Escobar South. That's 2 Chainz restaurant bar, and it's got a stage. But I believe every Friday they do the live music and everything. So even if you perform to your track, the band plays along with you. So when I performed there and they played along with me, I mean, you're right, it does make a difference. It gives it that live feel. And the energy that I received from that crowd was just amazing too. So shout out to 2 Chainz, shout out to Mama Chainz. You know what I'm saying? So
give me one of those chains too.
Yeah, give me one of the chain. Give me one of 2 chains. He got that boy got 10 chains, 20 chains. Yeah, you gotta put a 0 behind that 2 now. Shoot.
So no, but that's what I saw in yourself because you always come out with something new. But I think that would be the ultimate because no one's doing it.
Yeah.
And if you got that skill set, why not manifest
then run it like Chris Brown?
Yep, run it because everybody else is copying off everybody else. Why not be the trendsetter like the Roots, people like that? And because you have the skill set, especially because there's not a lot of artists that can play instruments.
Yeah, I hope they're still teaching instruments in most of the schools. It is what do you say? It is necessary. Because it's something that can keep people productive. It's inspirational. It keeps you off the streets, and it's therapeutic.
And then also you can make money.
Yeah, for real.
you can make money for a lifetime.
Yeah,
by learning an instrument. I didn't have that skill set, but I can clap real good for those.
I'm very inspired. A shout out to my uncle Nate Bray and just all the instruments he can play and how he's still doing his thing. And my aunt Jocelyn, they really be jamming right here on 24th Street. When it's a little warmer out. I don't know if they're gonna play in it cold, but yeah, but they cold.
Right, they cold.
But they cold.
They could come here. They can come inside the building on 24th Street and play without a doubt.
Yeah,
without a doubt. So give us a recap. What's going on with you? You know anything new? Any new tracks coming out? Any new collaboration?
Yeah.
Any new videos dropping? Give us the 411.
Okay. So the single that's hot right now off of my album, The One In Only, that's the letter N, The One In Only, Jazzy, my song Let 'Em Go. And so we just shot a music video. Video has officially been up for, I believe, 1 month. And I'd like to give a big shout out to Prophecy Scripts. We put him on the group as far as like to help with camera work and stuff. And he was very humble and just generous and just very easy to work with, very laid back, chill type of guy. So I was really happy to work with him. I've worked with him in the past with, recording music stuff, but as far as video, because he has his prophetic visions. So he's doing a lot of video editing and shooting right now. So shout out to him. Shout out to my sister Ivy, Ivy Morrison Films, aka Glam Squad, Fam Squad. You know what I'm saying? So she edited it up, and so it's up right now. Let Him Go on YouTube. Y'all go check that video out. That song's personal. That one's personal for me. If anything, that song is how I'm feeling in life right now. You know what I'm saying? Going into 2023, that's the type of attitude I have right now. Sometimes you got to let the negative people, let the negative energy, the things that are holding you down, the things that are holding you back. Sometimes you just got to pray for those people and let them go. And that's exactly what the song is about. So I was really proud about that piece. Most of my pieces are a little turned up and kind of, whatever. And it's hard to follow Wishy-Washy, the video. But this one, it has a different feel to it. It's mellow. It's shot right here in Omaha, Nebraska. We shot at Central High School. Shout out to Central. I got my big C's on the day. And then we also shot downtown, and I wanted to show, just everybody, people in Atlanta, people, just all over the U.S. and all over the world, our city, just like we did in Red and White.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah,
without a doubt. We're on top of the world, y'all. Without a doubt, we're on top of the world. So this rule, this next year is so crucial in the support of each other. And so make sure that you seek out Jazzy. Download, buy, share, subscribe.
Appreciate
and,
it.
and this is how we're gonna create greatness, create stars within our community by supporting each other. It's just that simple. Every star started out local. Jay-Z, Beyonce, they started out local.
Absolutely.
And so they got the love of their community. We got to make sure that for those that are manifesting their God-given talents and taking them to the next level, let's support them without a doubt. Are you going to be performing anytime soon?
I have some performances coming up in Atlanta. And I also have some new merch. I got this for you. Boom.
Okay.
Jazzy lighters.
Okay.
I got Jazzy hats. I got bottle openers. That's gonna be yours right there.
Okay, cool.
I got a little bit of everything. T-shirts, all
right.
that. I'm still at K Jewelers.
Okay.
Shout out to the jewelry store. This year I was officially certified, and I got my plaque to be a certified diamondologist.
Okay. All right, we're gonna light up for that.
Yeah, light up for that.
Light up.
Man, I worked hard. That was like a college course type deal, man.
So
Book this thick, y'all.
So you're studying gems?
Studying gems, diamonds specifically, where they come from, how they're mined.
That is to study historical geology.
Man, yeah.
See, I took that class in college. Oh yeah, but she's smart. She's smart.
I try to be.
Yeah, she's smart. She's smart.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Anytime you can study rock and emeralds and how they are formed based off heat and pressure and
absolutely,
and
you know your stuff. Look at
without doubt,
cut, clarity, color, carat,
all that,
that.
In different areas of the environment creates different types of rocks and minerals based off the temperature. Wow.
You're pretty good at that.
Yeah, I love school, man. I love school. Get your education, y'all. Get your education. And the reason why she's so good is because she has her education. She can spell real good, write real good, and of course she can comprehend. And so, but that all starts in school, English class, y'all. That's the language that we use. Make sure we get R's.
Yeah.
And that's the foundation. Education is your foundation till you get to this level right now, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Education is really important, and I even had some people tell me, that I, would never make it to college, let alone graduate. But, I did. So, you got to let those things fuel you. Knowledge is really power, if you can know more than the next person and then teach the next person, maybe, So, but it starts with you, and it starts with also respecting your elders and your teachers, especially during this time where we have so many teachers quitting, and retiring because they're not, paid fairly or feel like they're appreciated. We need to appreciate and respect our teachers, because I know y'all parents during COVID, y'all wasn't happy being them teachers. And y'all was seeing, how patient folks really got to be with your children. With your children.
Yeah, without doubt. We got some bad children, y'all.
Y'all got some bad children.
I mean, some of them are. I mean, let me. I'm trying to be like Revenue Hope, the only hope you got. But no, we'll keep it for real though.
Yeah.
No, we're gonna put it on the adults.
And keep kids alive.
Yeah, we'll put it on the adults.
I gotta look both ways when you cross the street. Yeah, the street.
Well, your kids they're gonna explore everything. So we're not put it on. The children need just consistent love. That's all.
Yes.
And so we will make sure that we do that in 2023. We got a lot of children that's in foster care.
Yes.
And so we just want to be conscientious.
They need the same love and support. Yeah.
I've been working. And you mentioned that song. Are you just tired of? Because I've been just kind of just. Like the last song you wrote, like say you try to get rid of the old and usher in the new.
Yes.
I mean, just
great totally. Way to put it.
Yeah, just as far as how you behave, I'm looking at myself, just how I behave with other people. If I gotta be more business-like, regardless, no more cheapies and all this stuff, just all this other stuff that been piled on you, and you're not really focusing on yourself and your own feelings and your own goals.
Yeah.
Is that where the stage where you were?
I think that's definitely one of the stages. I'm a lot like my mother, and she cares so much for others. She always puts others before herself. I grew up watching that, and even if she's not appreciated, she doesn't do it for the recognition. She does it for the love of things. So I inherited a lot of that, and from my father too. So,
right.
But you just get to the point where you just, you do, like you said, have to water yourself as a plant, or take care of yourself,
right?
Invest in yourself, and maybe fall back on folks a little bit, folks that aren't, supporting you back,
right?
Folks that aren't, pouring back into you. It's, it's all it can't be all take. We have to support each other, and you've supported me and my family for years. Of course, I support 95.7 The Boss. I mean, I have to. It's the top station, baby. Come on,
like I said, it starts with your parents. And so I remember my early days when I started my business, and I had to travel, and my budget was at a certain level, and I used to call your mama. And I said, I'm going here. Can you send me a letter? And so she just sent me a letter, and then I get a little discount on my hotel.
Shout out to Marriott. Shout out to Ma.
Yeah. So no. So I used to drive out there on 90th Street.
Yeah. And she does it all out of love.
Yeah, without doubt. So I always try to reciprocate when you come in town, because of what your parents have. Even at the and I blast people for this one. I blast they probably is mad. And I left the mayor alone. I left downtown alone for a while.
You left downtown
because I went to the NAACP dinner.
Okay.
And
how was that?
Yeah, it was great. And your parents were there, and they told me come on over and all it, and so they always give me love. They always give me love and appreciation. So I would try to reciprocate those. That actually give me love. And so I'm at the same position. I'm giving so much, and even of course you have been an example. All the people that we promote here, very few have advertised. Very few have even say thank you, or even promoted us. Even though I continue to promote their stuff, even though they're gone, I'll still promote their stuff.
Yeah.
Even though they're gone. And so,
you've always been real gracious too, and you have a great heart, and you've always been very, very, very generous in giving to your community. Always, ever since I was a little girl. I mean, you've been doing this for a long time. You've done TV shows, you've done everything, and you support local and businesses, small businesses. if it happens in Omaha, they come through to you. Like, it's not legit if they don't come see William King, you know? So, shouts out to you for that.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
So sometimes we need positive reinforcement to keep us in the game. Okay, I'm not quitting now.
That's
It's
right.
kind of like remember you ever seen that scene in Janky Promoter and
Janky Promoter
and homeboy about to quit, man. I'm gone, Janky Lake. I'll quit the game. I'll quit the game. I'm out.
Right.
So it's sometimes I feel like that. So I gotta just lean back and but what I've done, I've gone to steam room and prayed and meditate. So I'm in that stage right now. But at the same time, similar to what my mama done, I don't want to develop a catalyst, and where I come harsh or don't have no more hope or optimism for the community.
Right.
And so sometimes, like you said, you gotta make a song so you can tell the people how you feel.
Let them go.
And so we're gonna do some different things around here. It's a new sheriff in town, 2023. We're gonna give tough love. We're gonna give real love, and this is how I grew up, y'all.
Yeah.
So what else going on with you? So you got your music video coming out?
Yes.
Are you working on any movie? You working on any movies yet?
I would love to be working on and being in movies.
Because you right down the street from what's his name, Tyler?
Yeah.
I will be at the gate.
Man, every day, huh?
Every day, smiling.
Actually, I'm gonna get back on with this. When I first moved to Atlanta, I was with a agency, and so they took care of sending me, extra little acting opportunities, modeling opportunities, and different things. And I would, pay a certain amount a month, but then they would outsource for me, and then I would choose not to do those activities and get paid for them. So I stopped it for a little while because I got to the point where I'm like, I can do this stuff myself and email these people myself and not have to pay these people. But when you get really busy, sometimes it is good to have an organization or someone to help work for you on your behalf. So they've been emailing me lately saying they want me to come back to the organization. So I'm going to probably go ahead and do that so I can start doing more commercials, more modeling. I've been doing more modeling and photo shoots lately. So that's kind of coming back round full circle. And some acting.
Okay. Well, you're in the environment. And so I'm challenging you because, and I'm challenging everyone to step their game up.
Yeah.
Period. I know we're dealing with death. I know we're dealing with all types of grief, but I know the one that you're grieving for, they want you to step your game up. And so this year, I'm stepping my game up by behaving differently in regards to my business, and how I deal with people. But also, we need to step our game up on how we manifest our God-given talents and take risks.
Yeah. No,
I mean, good risks. Some good risks. And so I'm challenging you, the band. You playing the drums. Ain't nobody can do what you do.
Appreciate it.
You got. I mean,
you
play
have to
instrument
take risks,
and you can actually rap and sing. No one can do a show like that. So I'm challenging everyone to bring out the uniqueness in them.
Yeah,
for real.
You have to be okay with taking risk. You have to be okay with rejection. It's not gonna always be a yes or folks agreeing with you. Sometimes you have to agree to disagree, and that's okay. We're all different. We're all going to have different opinions, but that's what makes you. And you have to, you said it's Tell the Truth Tuesday, right? You have to be okay with just taking constructive criticism, or, if you don't feel like that, whatever, eat the fish, spit out the bone. We've said that before too, but you have to be open. You have to be open to it. Sometimes I hear 10 no's before I get the yes, but the yes is the one that really mattered, so it's just awesome.
My man Byron Allen, I went to go see him just recently doing a conference. Multi-billionaire. He owns Weather Channel. He owns a lot of stuff now, and he talked about all the no's he got, And when he got that one yes, he appreciated that yes, and he worked so hard for that yes that he started getting other yeses.
There you go.
And so that's what I ask God for. I don't ask God for no money, no car, no house. I just ask God for a yes. That's
There you
why
go.
that's why I'll pray God for.
That's
If God
good.
give me a yes, then I can manifest.
Ooh,
I can manifest the
he over here
rest.
rapping, y'all.
Oh yeah, well that's in my heart. Don't let me start.
Oh, you over here rapping, y'all. Boars.
Yeah, I'm old school. Oh yeah, you know we rule. Hey, I'm about to take the mic from the young people. I thought about hooking up with Mo Smooth, and I'm coming out with an old school jam because y'all young people talk about killing, us old school talking about building, and so we're gonna see who win.
There
We're
you
gonna
go.
see who win without a doubt. Any shots out? Any last word? Anything that we didn't discuss this morning before we get out of here?
Yeah, shoot. I just want to again shout out Prophecy Scripts. You know, we had a great time together shooting Let Him Go. Shout out to my sister. I supportive. Pops literally like we shot at 3 different locations for this video and he came to each one and he was the sound man. So he all right, we ready. He the sound, he was helping his daughter, fix that hair, being a true pops. And
Yeah, without a doubt.
we went to the movies yesterday. We went and saw the new Avatar movie. So just spending time and appreciating my father. That's been really great this particular visit. So
Good.
shout out to Dad. Yeah.
Yeah, without a doubt. You know, Mama always get all the love.
Yes, she does.
They always get all the love. But the black man died the earliest in our community, and so we deal with high stress because we need some more love, y'all.
Yeah,
in and
that's
outside the
right.
house, for real.
That's
We deal with a
right.
lot of stress, y'all. We deal with a lot of stress, and I know black women, y'all deal with a lot of stress too. Without doubt, but we died the earliest, and it's for a reason, and so we gotta stop that. Omaha, the burst of bless. I want to thank you without doubt. But these
Thank
are
you.
I want us to as we usher out this year. Tomorrow is our actual 8th year anniversary, and appreciate it.
Yes.
But I was feeling like you was in that song. I wanted to do something, but I felt like, man, will the community support? Will it actually come out? Will it actually support? Because I haven't seen it all year. I've seen it from a few people. And so I said, well, I'm just going to just hang out with God, I guess. I
Yeah.
don't know. And just
Well,
pray.
you do you, and then the people that support will be there.
Right.
They'll come and they'll follow. And you've had following for years, so that ain't nothing you got to worry about, baby.
So we might do something during Martin Luther King. I might do something during that weekend.
Definitely should.
Like a party. We'd probably do a party or something like that weekend for our 8th year anniversary.
Yeah.
A little bit. Hopefully, it'll be a little bit warmer in a couple more weeks.
Well, shoot, I might fly back down here. You got the party going on.
Yeah.
Do I need to perform?
Yeah,
something?
heck yeah.
Uh-oh.
We have some local talent. We have local talent on this one, all local. So
Okay.
I'm working on a spot right now. We'll probably do a Martin Luther King something. Just have some fun, just to show appreciation to God for allowing us to have a mic. I'm gonna invite my man Lee Terry. Lee Terry actually wrote the legislation. He mentioned my name and Tim Clark's name when they actually passed the legislation. So we're in the congressional record. And so I want to invite my homeboy out, our former congressman. He'll probably be there. And so we have some, and we talked about some legislation because of this $335 million that's coming down, and other legislation that's going to be bringing millions and trillions of dollars over the next 5 years. So we got to prepare our people mentally for these opportunities. And as Jazzy, as my philosophy is, if those aren't ready, then we got to find people that are ready and start developing new relationships so we can create
And you
opportunities.
got to try to stay ready,
Mhm.
But that's great. Do that event, even if it's for Black History Month, Martin Luther King Day is great, but just anytime in the month.
Okay, Black History Month. Yeah, let me push it back. Yeah, we can do that. We bosses over here and bossettes. We make our own decisions.
Yeah.
Omaha, the birds of bless. We appreciate y'all. Before we go, I want us to think about ushering these behavioral household rules. We had a curfew, our own house curfew. We had our own curfew, so I had to be in the house or on my block when the street lights came on.
Yeah.
So my mom knew where I was because she loved me.
So you would get whooping.
Yeah, I would get a whipping. Yep, that too.
Yeah, well, me too.
Uh-huh. But they did that because they loved us and they cared for us, and they knew after a certain time they knew that evil come out at night.
Right.
It does. Evilness come out at night. Yeah. I want to say freaks come out at night, but everything come out at night, y'all. For real. Y'all know it. Y'all know it. Nocturnal snakes come out. There's just certain animals that come out and kill at night. So it's not only humans, it's animals you gotta stay away from. Raccoons,
Gators.
everything.
Yeah.
Gators, gators, everything. Depends on what geographical area you live in.
Right.
So we gotta implement our own family curfews. So and based off their age. Because I know that in high school you gotta get. I was going to my mom. I said, "Mama, can I stay out a little bit longer now? I'm older now." And especially if they had the maturity.
Keep kids alive.
Yeah, keep the kids alive, really. So implemented 9 o'clock curfew, at least to have them on the block, you know where they are. But and then that gives you a time for our kids to get rest, give you a time to actually hear what's going on in their life, and so we can be on the front end of any problems that's going on with your child. But if you're not around them and have
You
that
never
time to
know
sit
how
down,
important rest is until you get like a little bit older. You really got to get your rest. You know, you got to get your hours in.
kids gotta get their rest, y'all. Other thing we've been talking about our parents. We need to get back to saying yes, ma'am, and yes, sir. This year, we gotta start respecting our elders. Then I guarantee crime on our elderly will go down. Y'all raping old women and y'all robbing old men. That's what y'all doing. I'm for a probation officer, and I pray that God will not forgive you for real. I don't believe in you go repent and no. I'm Old Testament.
It's an Old Testament.
Yeah, I don't believe in that New Testament stuff.
And get back to the see something, say something. You know, don't just let the
Right.
people run over these old folk. You know, you got to stand up for Uncle and them. You got to stand up for folks. Yeah.
So get back to yes, ma'am, and yes, sir. Because I remember a couple times my friends took my mama home when I couldn't take her home. I remember, and and I've been around older male and females. I've taken care of them like they were my mom and dad. So we need to get back to that. And then also, we need to start calling, and this is what the Nation of Islam does. They call each other brothers and sisters, and this is what we used to do in the Baptist religion. I can't say I was raised in Baptist, and I remember calling us the other brother, sister, and sister Jazzy or brother King. And so when we call us each other brothers and sisters, we tend less to hurt our sister.
Yeah.
If we identify as sister,
yes,
versus just calling her by her name, by Jazzy. There's a clip by Maya Angelou that I shared. And Maya Angelou's been interviewed, and this young girl called her Maya, and then Maya stopped her in the track and said,
I would never. No.
He said, do not call me by my first name because I'm such and such. I'm such and such. And she went down all in that line. And it brought me back to, you should say yes, ma'am, or Miss Maya. It's out of respect. And so these are behavioral things that we can change in our own community so we can have respect for each other. And so if I call my brother John or brother Lewis, then I have less tendency to hurt my brother.
Yes.
Or try to mess with his wife.
Come on now.
Or molest his children, because those are my nephews if that's my brother.
Right.
And so we need to get back to those greatness that we had in our community, y'all. We got to usher it in, and that's truly only way we're going to be able to support each other 100% to that level where we can start cycling dollars and start living like God wants us to live.
Right.
I appreciate you, Jazzy.
I appreciate you.
Anything else you want to say? Any shouts out? How your mama and them doing?
Mama and them good. Hey, shouts out to the wonderful meal Mama prepared, and my Uncle Nate brought a dish. Everybody brought a dish. Jordy brought the banana pudding in the man. Oh, just full, just happy and filled with love every time I come here. Just shout out to Omaha. building as a just great city. It seems like every time I come here, something new is being built, something new has been, and then the artwork here. I was just talking to Dad about it yesterday. Like when you drive around, you just got to appreciate the artwork, especially downtown now. I mean, it's just beautiful. It's a beautiful place. So y'all stop complaining about there ain't nothing to do in Omaha. And there ain't, yes, it is. And if you get the right friends then, because everywhere I go is lit.
Yeah, without doubt.
Hang out with the right people and go out to the right places, be safe, be respectful, love one another, your brother, your sister. And and we gonna be all right. 2023, I'm excited to go into it. So
Yeah, I am too. I am too.
Absolutely. And keep the kids alive.
Get the kids alive. Keep yourself alive too. Go to the gym, y'all. Get
Go
you
to
a
the gym.
membership.
Yeah.
Or collectively work together, y'all. Let's work together. Omaha, the Burbs, the Bluffs. Today is Tell the Truth Tuesday. Again, the day is a day for you to be truthful to self, because you can expect other people to lie, cheat, steal, even plot to kill you. So this day is for self. Tell the truth to yourself. Be honest with yourself. But also a self-constructive criticism, because there's nothing wrong with constructive criticism. It's actually a criticism of love. They want you to be better than you are. And what's wrong with being better than you were yesterday? All right. Omaha, the Birds, the Blues. I want to say shouts out to everybody that have supported us. We're going to be having our 8-year anniversary tomorrow on Winning Women Wednesday. I think it's tomorrow. I'm going to get the date right. It might be in a day. It might be in a day, because, I've just been encompassing, changing the world. But we're going to put focus on changing our world, so we can be better for our children. All right. Omaha, the Burbs, the Bluffs. That's what we got over here.
Did I send Let Him Go to you? I got it on YouTube. If not. Hopefully it's on there. What's up? Some of y'all tapping in. Thanks, Dad, for watching. What's up, Jeremiah? Dewan says, I laugh like my mom. I sure do. I can't change my laugh, y'all. Somebody told me, can you believe me? This girl told me that I need to lower the tone in my laugh. I was talking to her on the phone. Listen, girl, I was like, well, there's a button on the side of your phone, because that's not something I can change, baby. That's like telling a turtle to walk faster. I'm going to walk as fast as I can.
I think I got yes. Yes. It only goes.
Okay. Now, I sent the whole dang thing. I have. And I might have a CD for you in the car too. Let Him Go.
Before we get out of here, y'all, we're gonna play a couple of Jazzy's cuts. Boss with us.
I'm taking that you all on me. You act like you ain't know me. So I don't know you. Why you call me? Look at this place. You are no longer the center of attention in this place. Ooh, what is the deal with that look on your face? I'm really confused about that look on your face. In this space, throwing it up in the space. I am okay, give me space. Like, no way. I am not fake, no more too fast. And then I crash. I end up calling my dad. And I come up my bag. That's all she knows. That's how my eyes if you make the news. I'm like childish Dr. Seuss. And on it goes, and on it goes. Yeah, yeah. It loves, it goes, and on it goes. You should act like you ain't know me. Now you ain't know me. You don't know me. I don't know you. Why you call me? Would you call me? Would you call me? Please don't call me. Don't call me. Don't call me. Yes, I'm erasing numbers. Doing fine. I'm free. I'm taking numbers. Stamps all on my passport. I'm making road so much. I know that you wish that you could turn the time. You would, baby. Even better, baby. Yeah. And on it goes, and on it goes. Yeah. It goes, and on it goes. act like lean on me. I take it all on me. You know you act like lean on me. What would you call me? Yeah, what would you call me? Please don't call me. Don't call me. Don't call me. You never call me. Yeah. I can use this here. Your tablet. You want to switch spots? Okay. Swap. Drop. Yeah. My family don't want me to stop. So I keep going on, no stop. Yeah. My heart is hard as a rock. Hey, look at my blessings, you won't block me. Tell me why they really hate me. Tell me that you love me, then you imitate me. Tell me if it's real, then why it seems so fake to me. Inside I'm still a baby, that drama drive me crazy. Grab the wheel, but I lost control. One more chance, one more go. Ready to pop, yeah, I'm ready to blow. And everyone knows that I'm the one calling the shots. Won't be put in the box, I'm taking these shots. Aiming this straight for your face. I'm shooting it like it and not so big. PSA for all you trying to do away with me. Know that kid gon' stay with me. Oh, broken, stay with me. Cross my heart, that's on my soul. I'm knocking out no shame in me. No matter what you aim at me, I'm everything you aim to be. Yeah, I'm exactly what you aim to be. Don't know why you're faking, don't even know why you're hating me. Yeah, bitch, I'm standing here cause where I'm meant to be. No mistaking me, so just gonna let me be. Yeah. Taking it straight to the top, and when I drop, still won't stop my grind, still won't stop my shine. This goes out to all you hating there, especially the people that doubted me. As long as my family is proud of me, don't none of that other shit. Cause I'm just out here living blessed, bro. Counting money and making business. Cause I just move on to the beat. What do you say? Yeah, that's right.
All right. Yeah, I know.
You call Jazzy do it. Me just right, well, let's get straight to it. If your bag right there.
Oh, yeah, we'll get rolling. Jazzy do it. You got in the building. I need some gold teeth.
Yeah, man. Some gold teeth. Oh, yeah. All that.
All the videos coming up. Is that one radio edit the video? Wishy-washy?
Wishy-washy is definitely not. But you know, you got wishy-washy already on there. You got the clang.
We go back before we get out of here. Oh yeah, without a doubt. Let's clean up our act, y'all. About to take me a shower. Wishy-washy. Jazzy in the house.
Wishy-washy.
Boss with us.
Yo, wishy-washy. Yo, wishy, yo, yo, wishy, yo, wishy, yo, wishy, yo, wishy, yo, wishy, yo, wishy.
Said you wishy washy, 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 you wishy washy. Y'all done open that box like a couple of thoughts. Y'all just wishing y'all watch it. Watch it. Take a look at my watch. Someone look at my watch. Y'all just wishing y'all watch it. At the shows, got the most. Come to see me, got these hoes. Come to see me, got black shows. Come to see me, got my dogs. All of the pros, I'm a hoe. Coming to see me, I got moms. Coming to see me, moms coming to see me. Yeah. Y'all wishing y'all wash. Hey day, if you thirsty, go grab you a bus. All about that nonsense, running from the cops. I wish I would, I'd be ready to relapse. Yeah. I am my own boss, I know what that costs. I've taken my loss. Yeah.
Yo, wishy, 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 yo, wishy.
Said you wishy washy, 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 you wishy washy. That's be tappy. You drop it on me. She acting naughty. Now you run and tell your friends, you telling everybody. Now they talk about me. They ask about me. If it makes you happy, if it makes you feel important, that's what make me happy. I like diamonds on my necklace, that will make me happy. Yeah, all the loyalty's important, it'll make you happy. Now you feeling crappy. The fame, I want more. Give me the rain, making it pour. Give me the pain, give me it all. I want diamonds, I want gold. King of diamonds when I'm bored. Got the juice, got the sauce, honey. I need props, I need props to my pops. I need props to my mom, to my Ivy, to my Frankie, to my Kelly, to my Jordy. Shout out to my fam squad, aka the Glam Squad. If you represent her, I wish you yeah.
All right, I'm gonna haul the birds to bluffs. Again, today is still Truth Tuesday. Be truthful to yourself today, without a doubt. Without a doubt. We're gonna go to some of our sponsors before we get out here. If you guys on social media, we want to thank everybody that have supported us. If you're trying to promote your business, holler at me, 402-714-6482. We reached the whole metro area, 800,000 people we reached. And so let's take advantage of the tools that God has blessed us with. All right. I'm going to haul the birds, the bluffs boss with us. We'll be back with each other tomorrow.
Hey, what's up, Omaha? This is DJ Mr. Soul with 95.7 The Boss. Each year, OHA's Operation Keep Warm aims to collect new and gently used coats for distribution to the children and elderly residents of Omaha's conventional public housing and Section 8 programs. This project is an opportunity for the entire community to come together for the common good to provide coats and winter weather accessories to the youth and seniors in need. The Winter Coat Drive donation deadline is January 31st. Please bring new and gently used coats, hats, and gloves to the following locations: Omaha Housing Authority, 1823 Harnage 3, Q Street, Butler Gas YMCA, 3501 Ames Avenue, Downtown YMCA, 430 South 20th Street, Maple Street YMCA, 7502 Maple Street. OHA's Operation Keep Warm. Donation deadline is January 31st, 2023. Cash donations are also welcome, and every dollar will go toward the purchase of coats for kids. For more information, call 402-444-7100, extension 2267. That's 402-444-7100, extension 2267. Or you can email tkube@ohauthority.org. That's tkube@ohauthority.org.
Are you stressed over household bills each month? Partner with Heart Ministry Center and get on the road to self-sufficiency. Come to our orientation to learn about budgeting, debt management, and other helpful resources. Our Away Forward orientation is held every Wednesday from noon to 1 o'clock p.m. at Heart Ministry Center. No appointment necessary. Find out more at heartministrycenter.org. We believe in dignity for all.
Heart Ministry Center is a proud supporter of KOWN 95.7 95.7 The Boss.
It's time to find an affordable direction for college. Metropolitan Community College has a smart path forward. Now Nebraska high school students can graduate high school with college credits and knock out gen eds early, tuition free. That's right. High school students can earn credits toward a 2-year degree or knock out their gen eds toward a 4-year degree, all tuition free. It's your time to path forward. Let MCC show you the way. Register today. Classes start December 1st. Apply today at mccneb.edu/pre-college.
Happy holidays. Take the time to celebrate and let the Rib Shack do all your holiday cooking. Order Miss Jackie famous female pitmaster delicious pineapple glazed holiday ham. Get the meal for only $125.99. The meal comes with our southern delicious side of choice. Famous mac and cheese, collard greens, our smoked string beans, yams, cabbage, baked beans, and our sweet butter cornbread. The true southern taste of down-home barbecue and soul food. The Rib Shack, home of we let you try it before you buy it. Welcome to the Rib Shack. So come on by 108th and Q and get some of our wings, catfish, ribs, and more. Place your order today, 402-502-6695, 402-502-6695.
Rib Shack Smokehouse is a proud supporter of KOWN 95.7 The Boss.
It's time to find a career that's right for you. Metropolitan Community College can help you find a new path forward on your time. Whether you need a degree that puts you on a path to a new career or need to finish a degree you've already started, MCC makes it affordable and convenient with a flexible class schedule, online or on campus. It's your time to path forward. Let MCC show you the way. Register today. Classes start December 1st. Apply today at mccneb.edu/adults.
Attention Uber and Lyft drivers. Have you given up on finding a company whose mainstay is transparency and pays its driver a fair split of their fees? Then look no further than Transporter Inc. On average, our transporters are paid $20 per hour plus tips and receive the highest driver split in the industry. As a transporter, you will also receive a fee breakdown at the end of your transports. Although transporter charge the customer less than any competition, we pay the higher percentage of the fee. You'll be amazed at how much you can make when a company treats its driver and riders fair. Download Transporter Driver in your app store now. And for a ride, call 402-882-0661. That's 402-882-0661. Transporter is a proud supporter of KOWN 95.7 The Boss.
Heart Ministry Center provides food, health care, and a way forward to families in Omaha experiencing poverty. You can make the holiday season brighter for your neighbors in need by donating today at heartministrycenter.org or by calling 402-451-2321. Thank you for your generous support.
Heart Ministry Center is a proud supporter of KOWN 95.7 The Boss.
Hey, what's up, Omaha? This is DJ Mr. Soul with 95.7 The Boss. Each year, OHA's Operation Keep Warm aims to collect new and gently used coats for distribution to the children and elderly residents of Omaha's conventional public housing and Section 8 programs. This project is an opportunity for the entire community to come together for the common good to provide coats and winter weather accessories to the youth and seniors in need. The Winter Coat Drive donation deadline is January 31st. Please bring new and gently used coats, hats, and gloves to the following locations: Omaha Housing Authority, 1823 Harney Street, WCA 3801 Harney Street, Simple Foundation, 3003 Q Street, Butler Gas YMCA, 3501 Ames Avenue, Downtown YMCA, 430 South 20th Street, Maple Street YMCA, 7502 Maple Street. OHA's Operation Keep Warm. Donation deadline is January 31st, 2023. Cash donations are also welcome, and every dollar will go toward the purchase of coats for kids. For more information, call 402-444-7100, extension 2267. That's 402-444-7100, extension 2267. Or you can email tkube@ohauthority.org. That's tkube@ohauthority.org.
Omaha, here comes
comes Cat Williams. His 2023 in Me Tour, March 17th in Baxter Center. The Cat is back.
I don't know what I'm going to do about this light bill. Just hit the blunt one time and see if it don't change your perception of what's important in your life. I don't know what I'm going to do about this light. Man, them boys. I got 12 candles. I've been waiting to burn them.
He's back with an all-new show. It's the award-winning comedian, Cat Williams.
Just so you knew they was lying, they said some